Hi, morning. I know it's been a bit. That's just been life, in and out, different things. Today is the 999 portal when I'm recording. 2025 is a 9-year in numerology. So this portal is kind of special also because it's happening right after this lunar eclipse. Why is this important? Because you've been feeling it. The energy is insane right now. Why? Because a lot of big new beginnings have to come in. And in order for that to happen, we have to eclipse out the old. This is not a time for manifesting, actually. This is a time for clearing out so that manifestations that were already in the works or that you need to call in soon are allowed to come in. Yeah, see, look at where we're at. This is a time to let go of the burdens. 10 of Wands. It's 10s are end of cycles. When you hit that 10 of Wands, you've hit the breaking point. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's done. It's finished. You are clearing out old cycles, karmic cycles, cycles that have been going on for years. They have to be eliminated for this new stuff to come in. Right now you've got 3 of Cups, but with it coming out with 10 of Wands, that means something is just too much. Usually that's celebration, or it could be third-party energy. There's some sort of third-party energy here that's just too much, I think. And that this is the perfect time to eliminate that from your aura, your frequency. Yep, see? Because then look. Okay. This is something has to be left out in the cold. This is a rock bottom. This is an ending. This is finished. This is done. It's out. And why? Because this is what's supposed to come in. Look at the beauty of how these match. You got King and Queen of Cups. If ever there's a good pair to see other than the King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Cups is stable. It's emotional. It's a back and forth. 2 people whose cups are already so full they can just keep pouring into each other's. It's the kind of energy you want to see come after an eclipse, and it can only come after an eclipse and during a portal in that kind of magnitude and with that kind of speed during this kind of energy. So it might seem crazy that all of a sudden this perfect thing shows up for you, but it's only when you've finally laid to rest what has not been working for a long time. This is a long karmic cycle that just had to be put down. Let's see. Yep. Because then what do you end up with at the bottom of it all is the World. You can't see. The World is the final card in the major arcana. It's card 21. You cannot get to that final destination without a lot of lessons having been learned. And that's what this whole time has been. That's why 2025 has been so volatile yet so stable, because everything had to erupt, but it comes with this special kind of peace. It's why the energy is so crazy. It's so restless but so peaceful, because you know that what you've been waiting for, that ending, what you've worked so hard for, is right there. You know, you're right on the edge, right on the cusp of it. You can feel it, but some things just still had to be closed out. There was almost like a missing piece to that puzzle that just had to go in order for this really beautiful kind of energy that makes sense for it to come in the right way. So let's see. I'm going to clarify with a different deck. What do we got here? Oh, see, yep. You were in a period of quiet for a while. That's the Hermit. You had to elevate and learn a lot of lessons, like I said, before you can see that World card. The Hermit is it's that Virgo type of energy where you go within and find what it is that you need to make peace with or figure out, and the enlightenment comes, and then you can go charging forward. So intently, passionately excited with what is coming for you. You already, like I said, you have that feel, that knowing something big is coming. Now you're just kind of waiting for it. Let's see. Let's clarify a little more about what's coming. because it's going to be different for all of you, obviously, whether you're waiting on a big job. Yep, right now you're just still kind of at that weird crossroads. I don't know which way, but you go off into the calmer waters. The Six of Swords is you realize what's important and you leave to go forward and toward it. But these came out together, and when you have the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords together, that's Eight of Swords energy, which means you're the only one blocking it right now. You have to pull that veil off to see the what's coming. Don't dwell on what's lost. You know, lots of times that Five of Pentacles energy, you can dwell in it. It's that loss had to happen right now. This is the time to lose, to release. I'm sorry I look a little crazy. I still have to get ready and run out. We have a crazy day. Today's Meals on Wheels deliveries, and we had music already, and we got jujitsu and the Star. You're healing. You see, that's a major arcana card. Those are the ones we want to see when you see the world. It's because you're putting in the work. You've went within. You went quiet. You went solo, because you have to be able to be solo. You can't. If you don't even like being with you, who else is going to want to be with you? You know what I mean? Like you have to be okay with being alone sometimes, and taking that time to figure out, why are you so unique? Why are you so special? That's what the Star also represents. It's being that individual amongst all of those beautiful stars in the sky. You are you. And when you realize that you can't be anybody else and nobody can be you, that's where the magic happens. That's where you have the person who's on the same page as you and wants to have that partnership with you. You both have that same goal. Let's see. Yep. But this is, lots of losing sleep right now. Don't be surprised. I'm shooting up every night in the middle of the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., all kinds of hours. And it's, when the energy is like this, it's almost impossible not to feel it from every angle, But that's why this is that hermit energy. It's okay to be alone right now. It's okay to take the time. It's okay to think. It's okay to acknowledge what has to be released and sit with it for a minute. Yep. This is where you're juggling. It's like a spiraling, spinning energy where you almost feel like the past has to come up, but it all has to be dealt with. And sometimes it takes something this big, like an eclipse and a big portal, in order for you to release it here and step into the next phase, the next place you need to be. This is where, we recognize what has to be let go of in 3D, so that in the 5D, everything that makes sense there makes sense here too. Yeah, see? Temperance. This is where the angels are helping you. You're realizing what has to be alchemized here. Where, remember I said being able to equally pour into the cups? That's the energy right now. You will have that balance as soon as you figure out what has to be put down in that juggling act that you're playing right now. Yep. New beginning. Some of you are waiting on communication. Today is a big day. If communication comes in today from a certain person, that's the day that you listen and move forward and, say what you have to say back. Be open, be receptive, because I think this is the kind of energy that's making people who come back need a lot of nerve to do it. So proceed with caution in how you react to them, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to get my espresso in before I gotta leave. This is about protection and understanding what needs to be protected around you, what needs to be treated with care, handled with respect. This is where you stake your claim in what you want, and your energy goes into that wholeheartedly. Let's see what we got here. Time to hold on to some money to watch the bank account save, put things aside in this energy. See, we got him again, Knight of Wands. And my legs keep getting restless for some reason, and I want to, move. This is, you're coming out, like I said, of that hermit energy with new knowledge now, a new way that you see things. Things are balanced. Things are clear. You are ready to charge ahead if ever there was an energy. This is the brave knight. This is the one that pushes ahead full steam. The British are coming, and That's also Knight of Swords energy. I'm surprised we haven't seen that yet too. But this one comes in a little differently. The other one comes in with a lot of communication, which you're going to have based on the Ace of Swords that we saw. But this is a passion and intensity, fire, and a very direct mindset. Yep, headed toward that Three of Cups again, but in a new way now. Remember I said it could have different meanings? In the beginning, it's almost like the extra that you have to get rid of. And now you're headed towards the celebration, the excitement, balanced energy, justice. Things have to, karma has to serve itself right now. And then, remember I said before, I also like to see Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. This is where you become grounded, stable, poised in a different way. Let's see. I have time for one more deck and then I have to start heading out. Yep. Let's see. The Fool. New beginnings. You see, this is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's the 0 card. And that's where you can take the leap of faith and move forward. The Fool in love goes toward what they are, their biggest wish. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Ready to plant a new seed and go off into that energy that you, like I said, are feeling kind of underneath everything. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be good. But you're also feeling very crazy and volatile right now. It's because that you're literally on the cusp of that shift of everything that has to dissolve before you can build this new foundation, boundaries. You have to put up some walls somewhere and certain things so that this way you can rush forward into this new energy. This is good. This is exciting. This is healing. We got the Star twice. Whatever you're running into heals you and you heal it. So whether you're at a new job and things just go better for everyone there because now you showed up, you have a magic, a uniqueness in you that has to be found during this time. That's why you're able to release all those things, because you know that they no longer serve you, that you have risen so far above that you can't be down there in that frequency anymore. You can only rise up from here, and things that are meant to be on your frequency are going to match you there. Like I said, this is, Queen of Wands, passionate. She's exciting. Everybody in the room either wants to be her or be with her, and that's okay. You can have that confidence because you possess that quality right now. And anybody who comes into your life is gonna respect that that's the magic that you bring, and is not gonna be jealous or worried about that. They're gonna embrace it and make you even better. And it's just, I feel a very good, like I said, a magical kind of energy. Once you get out of that, where you're just that complacency kind of energy, it's still lingering because of everything, then again, you're able to move forward with holding on to the parts of you that have to, that are meant to go toward your 9 of Cups, because the 8 of Cups, this energy is where you walk away from everything that doesn't serve you. Everything. So that you can have that new beginning. We started with 10 of Wands and we end here with 10 of Wands. Although, here we go. One more came out. It's funny that I said this is the last deck, because 10 of Wands, that heavy burden, it's time to put down everything that isn't working, because we got 9 of Swords again. We had it before. You are in that energy of where you're losing sleep over it, wondering, is this the right thing? Yes, you have to put it all down in order for these new big things to come in. This is an energy to embrace endings, because that's the only way that Phoenix rises from the ashes. Sometimes everything has to absolutely burn to the ground in order for you to start over, and that's a beautiful energy. I love new beginnings. I thrive and live for new beginnings, because you're here to learn and grow and emerge every time into a brand new caterpillar, into the butterfly. Like, it's not even just once for you. You can go through a metamorphosis a million times and every time come out a whole new person. And I love that. That's what we're here for. To grow, to learn, to, at the core you stay who you are, of course, but the magic of seeing everything around you and calling in different things that are meant for you, again, the endings have to happen first for the new beginnings. This is the time to take advantage of that energy, because it's going to shift like this for you. Like bam, bam, bam. It's just going to happen all of a sudden. Everything eclipses out. The portal opens up new beginnings. We have another, partial eclipse toward the end of the month, I believe. And it's just, we're kind of in this little sandwich right now, this back and forth energy, but embrace it. Everything that's pushing you to get rid of something, get rid of it. Goodbye. It's got to go. And just leave space, because the new things that are coming are everything you've wanted, everything you've been manifesting, everything you thought you weren't good enough for. Leave that energy behind. What does that even mean? You're not good enough for like, when you find your magic, it's impossible to even feel that way, because you just vibe on a certain frequency where you will call in everything meant for you. This is the time. Release everything. Everything's coming in and it's big, and just make space for it, because your soul is ready for it. You just have to make room now in the 3D for it. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Happy portal. Enjoy every minute.